Alright, so welcome back to another video talking about and showing you a video clip from the new MX vs ATV All Out. Now this clip, it's really short, it's only like 10 seconds again, I think, so it's really short, which is a bummer, but you know, I think people are really happy just to see some gameplay. So yeah, really short clip showing the player going through a section of whoops and throwing a big fatty over the finish line jump. That's kind of what they focused on here. Now with the quality, some people have said that if you want to see the clip in a higher quality, go check it out on their Facebook page, their Twitter, or their Instagram. You know, one of those social media platforms. I'm sure a lot of you have one or all of them, or some of them at least, and you can see it in a higher quality. But we're going to show the clip twice, and then we'll come back and discuss it when it finishes. Okay, so there we are. A really short clip, but pretty cool nonetheless. Now, the first thing is I did kind of go through some of the comments on their Facebook page, and these were some of the things that I felt like maybe we could talk about a little bit, discuss. I can get your ideas and feedback in the comments, and then you can hear my opinions. One was obviously the bike sound. Now, I feel like for the most part, the comments weren't really that bad. They were some concerns, some criticism, but none of that, just flat out BS, you know what I mean? Not too much of that. Maybe I was there too early and missed it. Most likely, that's probably the case. But for the most part, pretty positive and pretty calm and easygoing. Some people were still concerned about the bike sounds. Now, to me, that sounds like it was the 250F, not the 450. I've only heard the 250F in that one clip where that big rut was, and it was in the slot cam. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's the first time really hearing it, so I think that was the 250F. And for me, the 250 always sounded a little bit better than the 450. The 450, someone did say this in the comments, it sounds like the 450's bogging. You know, when you're riding, if you're trying to ride as hard as you can, you're gonna, for example, you're gonna ride around in second gear, and you're gonna wrap that thing out pretty much as long as you can, and then you'll shift again. It sounds on the 450 like almost pretty much like you're trying to get going in way too high of a gear, or you're always in too high of a gear, like you're short shifting the bike, like you're shifting quickly and you're never getting up into the RPM. That's kind of what it sounds like. So I don't know. They have said that they're going to keep tweaking it, keep changing it, trying to make it better. It's a work in progress, they said, the entire game until release, so they have like a month and a half. I'm not worried. I mean, I'm happy. Even if the 450 sounds the way it does without ever changing it, I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me. I'm easier to please. I'm not as picky. And being picky is fine. Criticism is a good thing. It improves games, lets people know what you want, so it's a good thing. But me personally, I think it sounds fine. I think that clip sounded really good too, for the most part. It's not real life. No, okay. Calm down. I'm not saying it's real life. I just think for a video game, it sounds okay. It sounds all right. One of the other things, it wasn't really a concern, it was more of a request, was people really wanted to see, or do want to see, a full lap outdoors and a full lap indoor. Like, that's something, and I believe they have said that's going to happen eventually in the coming weeks before the release date, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe they said that's going to happen, so we'll keep our eyes open for that. And then the last thing about that clip, because it was really short, so, you know, it's hard to get too much out of it, but people were talking about the cornering, and I'm not 100% sure what they're talking about. I know what I can say, but I don't want to walk that fine line of saying things or something that I might not be able to say. So what I'm going to go with is, it looked fine to me. I'm not seeing what they were saying. Some of the comments said that it looked, I don't know if they said it looked slippery or they are worried it's going to be slippery, such as Encore. I didn't see that. I don't know if they're talking about the corner going to the finish line or the corner afterwards, but I didn't really see it. I mean, maybe a little bit in the second corner, but not enough that I would be concerned about that. That's just my opinion. Maybe it's just a in general type of concern, because I know a lot of people were upset with how slippery Encore could be. And yes, Encore can be slippery, but I don't really notice it near as much. And maybe that's because I've been playing it for like 4 years or something, however long it's been out. I don't really notice it that much, but I do understand people's concerns about that. So that's really all I have to say. I don't have too much to talk about with that clip until we get something a little a little bit longer. Maybe we can dive into it a little more, but it seems like all anybody wants to see is the new games, and I'm in the same boat, man. They're really close. The Supercross game is right around the corner. All Out is just shortly behind it, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty pumped. So that's kind of what we've been covering. I am reading the comments too. Don't think that I'm not. I will go back to replying to pretty much everybody the best I can, but it's been a little overwhelming with some of these new videos we've been doing, and also I'm just not 100% sure how to reply to some people. So I think you guys are doing a pretty good job at hashing it out and replying to each other in the comments, and I will try to answer any big questions in a video, and then I'll try to get back to talking to you guys again when the game's actually released. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. I know I say it all the time, but I really do mean it the same. Thank you so much for the support, and until the next video, take it easy.